You can collect your Trump digital cards just like a baseball card or other collectibles. Here's one of the best parts. Each card comes with an automatic chance to win amazing prizes like dinner with me. I don't know if that's an amazing prize, but it's what we have.
I can't do this anymore. He's one of the greatest presidents in history, but I got to tell you, whoever, what business partner, and anybody in the comms team, and anybody in Mar-a-Lago, and I love the folks down there, but we're at war. They ought to be fired today.
So it seems like about a year ago, NFTs were absolutely everywhere, and we all had a friend or we all had a relative who would talk our ear off about how valuable they were, how they were the future. And crypto is, of course, like really, really popular. But in terms of like NFTs specifically, even loads of ordinary people absolutely hated them from the get-go because they are so ridiculous. And you saw in like the gaming community, for example, loads of companies were talking about putting NFTs in their video games, like Ubisoft, for example, and there was such a massive backlash against it. Nearly every company who wanted to do this basically backed off because the consumer backlash was so quick and so massive. Now, the crypto market in general has suffered a massive decline throughout this year, and that includes NFTs. Like, who even talks about NFTs anymore? What celebrities talk about NFTs? It feels like I haven't even thought about them for a good 6 months at least. And this is why it feels so bizarre that Donald Trump is finally jumping on the NFT train when it's basically dead. And this whole story is just so good because there are so many conservatives now who are turning on Donald Trump because of NFTs, which is both hilarious and also depressing because it's like, really, NFTs, that's the final straw? Not all the terrible things he did as president, not all the scams he has engaged in throughout his career. It is the NFTs. But basically this stunt comes at a very bad time because Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, who many are speculating might run for president, is getting increasingly popular. So much so a lot of conservatives are now favoring DeSantis, and now Donald Trump has come out with this ridiculous NFT announcement, and lots of people are saying, well, that's it. He's not serious. He's just grifting for money. He's just trying to scam us as conservatives. So now we want to move over to DeSantis, who's this more serious, amazing politician. So before we go any further, please like the video, and in the comments, I guess the question for today is, what has been your favorite backlash against a conservative this year? I'm probably going to make a video for the holidays about like why so many people, Jordan Peterson, Joe Rogan, Ben Shapiro, have faced like a massive backlash in some form or another for various things throughout the year. But let me know down in the comments what has been your favorite. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the Kavernacle. Instagram is where I'm posting about my travels around Asia, and all of that is saved in the highlight reel. And if you care about that even more, consider becoming a patron. I'm posting exclusive travel content on my Patreon page, and at the moment there's one video up, me and my girlfriend talking about our travels around Vietnam. We've recorded the one about Cambodia, and I hopefully will get that up soon. And also other benefits include getting access to the private patrons Discord server and also access to my Nintendo Switch friend code. Also check out the subreddit and check out my second channel down in the description. So NFTs have basically always been something to make the rich even richer. My favorite clip of the NFT era was Mr. Beast going on Logan Paul's podcast where they all had a good laugh about Gary Vee ringing them all up to buy NFTs just because he told them to massively inflate the price and make them all a lot of money.
Out of nowhere, just calls me and he's like, yo, I got like 30 people to call, hop in. I'm like, I don't care. He's like, it'll be the best decision of your life. Just get in. I was like, okay. Yeah. So there's like all these like very successful people in this call. And Gary's just like, here's what you're going to do, and you're going to do it right now. You're all going to buy a bunch of CryptoPunks.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be the next Facebook where all of us were like, okay,
everyone's
Gary.
Judging. I'm texting Logan, and I'm like, Gary lost his mind.
Bro, all of us were like, yo, Gary's nuts. Yo, Gary was right again.
Like 8 of them, and they did pretty good.
And any zingers? Any like real special ones?
I had some that like, whatever, 20, 30 X.
You guys, a question. When Gary does that call with all these billionaires, and 8 months or a year later, everybody's like, Gary was right again.
Yeah.
Is it possible that he's right because of the call? Do you know what I'm saying?
I think about that a
like,
lot.
dude, he has all of these
I think about
billionaire
that a
market
lot.
makers in the thing.
think about
He
that a
makes
lot.
the call, makes the market.
Which typically, if you do this in the stock market, you're going to go to prison. But with the unregulated market of NFTs and crypto, it was all a good laugh. You could admit it on a podcast. 2 of the richest YouTubers in America. Isn't that so fun? And it's no wonder Donald Trump has jumped on this con. The problem being is he's jumped on it really, really late. And people didn't like NFTs to begin with. And now most people hate them. And Donald Trump is promoting them. So basically, he'd been teasing like a big announcement that he was going to make on like Truth Social and stuff. And people were like, will he be announcing he's going to run for the Speaker of the House or something like that? And speculating all these like wild political things. And then it comes out he's actually just launching some sort of NFT trading card thing. So Donald Trump put out a video, and I love this so much. It shows how much he was molded by the 1980s. This feels like so many 1980s commercials I've seen of just like various people selling garbage. It reminds me of that scene near the end of Wolf of Wall Street where he's like selling his own course and stuff, obviously done in this style. Let's have a look at Donald Trump announcing his NFT collection.
Hello, everyone. This is Donald Trump. Hopefully your favorite president of all time, better than Lincoln, better than Washington, with an important announcement to make. I'm doing my first official Donald J. Trump NFT collection right here and right now. They're called Trump Digital Trading Cards. These cards feature some of the really incredible artwork pertaining to my life and my career. It's been very exciting. You can collect your Trump digital cards just like a baseball card or other collectibles. Here's one of the best parts. Each card comes with an automatic chance to win amazing prizes like dinner with me. I don't know if that's an amazing prize, but it's what we have. Or golf with you and a group of your friends at one of my beautiful golf courses, and they are beautiful. I'm also doing Zoom calls, a one-on-one meeting, autographing memorabilia, and so much more. We're doing a lot. My official Trump digital trading cards are $99, which doesn't sound like very much for what you're getting. Buy one and you will join a very exclusive community. It's my community, and I think it's something you're going to like, and you're going to like it a lot. They also make perfect gifts. So you can buy them with your credit card or crypto. All you need is an email address. Go to collecttrumpcards.com and buy your Trump digital trading cards right now before they are all gone, and they will be gone. This is my first official Trump trading card NFT collection, and you get a chance to meet me. Go to collecttrumpcards.com right now, and remember, Christmas is coming, and this makes a great Christmas gift.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited.
While I was watching that right now, I was just thinking to myself, this guy was president. This guy was the most powerful man in the entire world. And this is what he's reduced to. I say reduced to, this is like his natural element, scams. This is what he's built his whole career on. It's basically what his presidency was built on too. But it's just so pathetic because you know he doesn't really understand what these things are. You know he's just reading off a prompter, even though they have done a good job, I guess, of writing the script to make it seem like he's throwing in weird one-liners about, you know, dinner with me might not be like good to win, but it's the best we have. It does seem like quite on brand for him. But as you guys were watching that, you could see the art was pretty terrible and ridiculous, which we're going to talk about a bit later, because just like with most NFTs, yeah, they are pretty much stolen artwork as well. Donald Trump true to form in being like one of the cheapest guys around. And if I'm Ron DeSantis watching that, I am loving that so much because it makes him look so unserious, so pathetic. It basically is just him monetizing his legacy as once being the president, and it just seems so cheap, so tacky, and so 1980s. So it told us to go to the website, so here's the website for you: collecttrumpcards.com. Digital trading cards, only $99. And the website just seems really cheap. It seems like a pop-up ad you accidentally click when you're looking for a pirated stream of a movie, and then you see all the awards he was talking about in his video about, you know, meeting him at his private resorts. I mean, you can see the terrible NFT art again. This is so bad. And I don't even understand, like, what it is. Like, him with an American football, wearing a NASCAR outfit, wearing boxing gloves. Like, how is this relevant? But I do love this part. There's questions at the end. It says, what is the refund policy All sales of Trump digital trading cards are final because of course. And then the important part, is any of the money from this collection going to the Donald Trump campaign for president? No, these digital trading cards are not political and have nothing to do with any political campaign. NFT INT LLC is not owned or managed or controlled by Donald Trump and his various organizations. The company uses Donald Trump's name, likeness, and image under a paid license. So that NFT art of Donald Trump is of course terrible. And like the case of most NFT stuff, it's just stolen art from other places. But the hilarious thing is, it's stolen from the most weird places. So someone made a good Twitter thread just going through it. So let's have a look at this. So Matthew Sheffield, it appears that Donald Trump's NFT image of himself as a cowboy comes from an Amazon image that was slightly altered. So here is him as the NFT and here's the other images. Oh my God, stealing from that. The Trump astronaut NFT image appears to have been a recolored image that was stolen. So here is Donald Trump in an astronaut suit with sunglasses, and there is the astronaut suit itself. You can see very similar, even with the pose. The Trump fighter jet NFT seems to be a Shutterstock image. Did they license it? I highly doubt they license it, but again, showing Donald Trump will just steal anything. Here is the image from which the Trump tuxedo NFT seems to have been created. It's fitting that a fake billionaire would put himself in a tuxedo from Men's Warehouse. The white bow tie is pitifully constructed, and then you can see there's Donald Trump in the tux, and then there's the image that it ripped off. Trump's NFT of him pretending to be a hunter, something he would not be caught dead doing in real life, seems to be derived from this Wader set. So there's Donald Trump, and there's the thing it was inspired by. And then finally, there are slight differences with some of the above images and their sources, meaning that it is very possible that the NFT collection is derived from unlicensed images as well as AI-generated copyright infringements. Getty banned AI images for this reason. So not only do they look terrible, they are also based on stolen art and stolen pictures and outfits. Again, it's just so on brand for Donald Trump. Of course, many of us are enjoying this, but I was wondering, how are Trump fans reacting to this? And I wish I could go on Truth Social and see the reaction to the post, and you can't go on it because you need to sign up for an account. And I think they have to verify it or something. Not anyone can just get one. But thankfully, we do have a substitute for that. We have Reddit and we have different subreddits. So there's two I want to look at. Ask Trump supporters and then look at conservatives. So first we're going to look, what do self-described Trump supporters think of him? And then in conservative, we see loads and loads of Trump voters and some Trump supporters as well. But in the conservative subreddit, they're pretty much now done with him because of this NFT thing. And again, so amazing to me. They're so morally bankrupt. They don't hate Donald Trump for all the terrible things he's done throughout his whole life, all the terrible things he did as president. They just hate him for this one latest scam, which in the grand scheme of things is probably one of the least bad things he's ever done in his life. So let's have a look at these subreddits. So in Ask Trump supporters, what do you think of Trump's major announcement regarding him launching his digital trading card collection? First one, I think NFTs are a terrible investment for buyers. He was probably advised to do this as a sort of alternative investment to stocks, bonds, and real estate. I would not advise anyone to buy NFTs as an investment. If he makes money off it, good for him. These are technically NFTs. As a crypto enthusiast, I like that he's embracing the crypto community, and I think it's kind of cool. But I don't have any Ether, nor do I intend to install an Ether wallet just to hold a Trump NFT, so I won't be buying one. It's hilarious, love it, won't buy it as I've never been a trading card kind of guy, but I got a great laugh out of it. Take out the cards and it's just a raffle to have dinner or golf with Trump. Lots of people would pay into that on its own, so the cards are just some kind of extra prize. Doesn't really matter that much. Another person saying, if he just had them in the merch section of the website, it would be tacky and lame. But to have the big announcement and the build-up, he just cried wolf and lost major points. So now I want to talk about Trump supporters kind of turning on him for Ron DeSantis. And you're going to be seeing this a lot in the conservative subreddit, but even the quartering after this announcement, so DeSantis, and then he says, just what every Trump supporter wanted, $100 NFT Trump trading cards. Dude, I bet if Donald just flat out asked people to donate $100, it would have driven more fundraising than this. And then Baked Alaska saying, I can't believe I'm going to jail for an NFT salesman. It's absolutely amazing that NFT apparently is a line too far. I think it just makes people who support Trump look stupid, so that's why they hate it so much. So they posted this story on the conservative subreddit, and it has 7,000 upvotes. Lots of engagement on this post. It's not fake, he's not trolling. Might as well unflare this thread. There's no brigading when we're all like, what the F? Yep, very cringy. Really wish those prophets had stayed out of politics. I didn't have much faith in Trump anyways. Now I have to justify going back to church where the pastor refuses to back down from that failed prophecy where Trump was supposed to be re-elected. Very sad. Of course, it's not for his campaign. He's not serious about winning the 2024 election. He just doesn't want anyone else to be favored over him and will lash out at anyone he deems a threat. This is one of the cringiest things I've ever seen. I hope one of the cards is of Trump jumping the shark. I voted for him 3 times, including the primary, but I'm out. Someone else saying, can't say I'm out. We will have to see what the ballots say first. But at this point, it seems to be more of a marketing focus than anything. I think he's done, honestly. I hope DeSantis makes an announcement himself someday soon, because he's better in any way. Is this a joke? It is a joke, and it's real. Sums up the last 6 years. Okay, maybe the Jan 6 committee had a point. Yeah, I defended him in the past, but Jesus Christ, I hope someone finally convicts this egotistical fuckwit of something so he can just go away. So is this his way of making sure he's not in the 2024 running? Because that's all this seems likely to accomplish. Can we just not? I'd love to just not have to hear anything about him ever again. Holy shit, now my liberal friends are never going to shut up about this. Trump, go away. Can we just collectively agree that Trump is probably a net negative for the Republican Party at this point? Another day, another impossible to defend L for people who continue to support Trump over DeSantis. Please don't let Trump become the nominee, Jesus Christ. Can we stop this now? He is no longer a serious candidate if winning is the objective. All of the 2016 draw is gone. Dude, just sit down, Donald. I'm really growing tired of Trump these days. I just want him to go away at this point. He's done his good, and it was good. Now it's time for younger and better people to stand up, though. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Sunset Dawn, take that ride. You did what you could do, and we will always remember and appreciate that. Retire, dude, enjoy your twilight years, get your legal stuff under control, and enjoy the rest of your life. Unless, of course, he's dug himself such a gigantic hole that the only way out of it both ends in presidency or bankruptcy. So the conservative subreddit there clearly having enough of Donald Trump. The NFT thing is really the last straw, because to them, it just shows that he's deeply unserious and he's just using his political position to scam people, and it obviously is indicative of a wider rift growing within the Republican Party and the conservative movement between Trump and DeSantis. DeSantis being like wildly popular with all his far-right policies in Florida and leading this culture war, while Donald Trump just seems increasingly unhinged. But again, as I was saying in the video, I just find it so amazing that this is the final straw. Like, Republicans are so insanely brainwashed. Nothing he ever did as president, which actually hurt them, was bad. And at the end of the day, I firmly believe if he was the nominee, all these people talking about, you know, how much of a joke he is now, telling him to move on and stuff, they would still vote for him as well. And I guess that's the conservative strength in some ways. They rally around the culture war stuff and just elect whoever's put in front of them because that's what they care about. They care about maintaining power. They care about like the religious element of it, not so much about the economic element of it. And the only major legislative achievement Donald Trump seemed to have was passing absolutely gigantic tax cuts to the rich. I'm struggling to think of anything else he did, and is that why these people love him? Because he gave tax cuts to people who are just so much more wealthy than any of the people we've read the comments out from in that subreddit. But I don't know who Donald Trump is surrounding himself with. As we've been saying, he's always been partial to scamming people. He's always been partial to basically trying his hand at any scam. You know, Trump University, Trump Steaks, and all these different things. But NFTs, I guess, for most people, are just so obviously a scam because there is no value to them. Because with Trump Steaks, even if the steak wasn't good quality, it's still like a physical thing like you pay for and you get it. With NFTs, you get like some virtual trading card you could maybe resell, but again, has no inherent value. So I guess we found the way to defeat the Conservatives in elections. Let's just get every Conservative politician to start promoting their own NFTs, and apparently that's what turns all Conservative voters off. They don't mind people like Herschel Walker, who are complete hypocrites. They don't mind every candidate offering like no policies whatsoever, apart from either enriching the rich or restricting people's freedoms. They don't mind like incredibly hateful laws being passed against the LGBT community. But what is too far for them is trying to sell them digital pictures of stolen artwork. So behind the scenes leftists, we're going to have to start encouraging Republican politicians to start signing up to creating their own NFTs as well. So this is just a short one for today. Not sure when this is coming out. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And if you made it this far, thank you for watching.